Yeah, there's no what they say up here. There's no bad weather, just bad clothing decisions. You you just get ready for it. Some of the coldest I've ever been was horseback in Texas when it was like 14 or 15 degrees in the winter, and we had a little blue norther blow in. Um, and I was worried about my horse. I was worried about my ears. I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for those teen temperatures. Here, plus your body gets used to it. I mean, if I go back to Texas in the summer now, or we're getting ready to go to Rarotonga in the Cook Islands for a few weeks, and I'll sweat. I'll sweat hard because my blood is thick. I'm used to the cold. If it gets to be today, for instance, it's in the teens. It's warmed up quite a bit, and it'll probably get up to in the 20s by this afternoon. I'll just wear a light fleece jacket. Now I'll have a coat and everything in the car in case we have a flat or something like that. But just back and forth, I wear a hat and a little jacket or a leather jacket, something that's comfortable and light. But you just kind of in some ways, you get used to it, but in more ways than that, you get used to preparing for it. So, like I said, I have a coat and heavy boots and mittens in the truck all the time, as does Vicky. And we have some blankets in the back because our grandkids live nearby. So we have extra blankets we can throw on the youngsters in the back seat and the car seat and whatnot. We plan we plan for the worst case scenario. Flat tires, a wreck or whatever. Like you would in Texas, you'd always have some water or something in the car in case, I remember driving across West Texas with my grandpa, and he had one of those canvas bags that you'd fill with water, and it was like burlap canvas, and you'd fill it up with water, and it would kind of sweat water, and he would hang it over the outside mirror. And so the wind of that dry air in West Texas would hit that, evaporate, and then when we got where we were going, it was cold, nice cool water. We just planned for the cold instead of the heat. So we got, I'm looking right now at a bin of mittens and scarves that's right by the door. So if somebody comes to visit, we can say, well, here's a fleece, here's a hat. It's not at all uncommon for us to have friends come to Alaska to visit, even in the summer, and ask to borrow a jacket. It's just Alaska's like you mentioned, it's a character in and of itself, and it's also not. It's so big. It's not the same. It's right now they're canceling flights into. In fact, it was weather people up here get a real good sense of humor. They have to, and I saw in the Ketchikan Weather Bureau. Ketchikan's way down south, closer to Seattle, and it said something like National Weather Advisory, Ketchikan area. The sky has chosen violence, and
Oh,
it was just about just huge snowstorms. And one of my friends, Brian Weed, who helps me out immensely with any book I write about Southeast Alaska, he was the guy that took me into the mines when I was researching bone rattle. But they've got like 9 feet of snow where he's throwing it up with a snowblower around his house. His house looks like it's surrounded by a citadel, because they've gotten so much snow in Juneau just over these last few weeks, and now it's raining, so there's flooding, and it's just so you get that part of that going on down in Southeast Alaska. Up in Fairbanks, they think I'm whining when I talk about 17 below because it's 47 below, and they're soaking in the hot springs or doing cold plunges or whatever. And then some places out in Bush, Alaska, they're just kind of cut off by storms for days at a time. So every little place is different. Every little place has its own personality. And as a writer, as somebody that just likes adventure and new things, it's fantastic. As a writer, it's exponentially fantastic because I never run out of new things to write about with Alaska. There's always something different. Yeah,